It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Vrbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. Gets the first and still running. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build-up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll give it to the back.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Butler. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And it'll be Smothers right at the line for no gain.
Boy, great job by this defense on this 2nd down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Lets it go quickly. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. adjusting now to the defense. They start this playoff game with a pass. Fires it to the wideout. That is broken up and incomplete.
Quarterbacks all over the country try to manipulate the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, I think he just telegraphed it to the receiver that he was going to throw to, staring him down, which allowed the excellent coverage to be able to knock that ball away.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking for his back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass here on second down. The ball is picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the left side. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to the 36.
You know, on 3rd down, the key to me is the offensive line, the pass protection. Because you know that you're going to throw, and the defense knows that you're going to throw. It's a matter of can you protect your quarterback and give him the time, and then can the receivers win on the outside? They're able to do that, move those sticks. It's a first down.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. They're going to run it. Tiny space at the 20. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught in the flat by the running back. Heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall. They connect for 6.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Has the first down and more. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Blue Hens have first and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Marshall has the lead here, Kirk, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab made by the tight end. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Blue Hens move into the red zone. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Touchdown, Delaware. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. Let's see if this score, Kirk, can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Now, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Turns it loose downfield. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these guys. We need more than one tackler to the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the first tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They'll give it to the running back.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Yeah, these guys aren't able to hook up here on this third down, but you got to give a shout-out to the defense for making it hard to convert here. They've been great on third down all year. It's a rare miss and a good job by this defense.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. So an important play now in this football game. 4th and long from the 48. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. First down and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's the running back in the flat. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Touchdown, Bird. This offense is still clicking. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking right, this one caught. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
And just like that, Chris, all of a sudden the offensive coordinator and the quarterback, they changed their approach. That's a big play. So instead of just maybe trying to get into field goal range, now they're really thinking they got a shot to maybe get the ball in the end zone.
Picks up the first, looking for more. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Blue Hens are in the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Signs a quick throw. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. And he drops back in the gun, bringing pressure. And it's a throwaway. It's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. The offense still out there. 4 seconds to play in the half. Look at a throw on third and goal. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Blue Hens. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Marshall will kick it off to get the second half going. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The receiver makes the catch. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. The Blue Hens will crank up the tempo. They mix it up with a run. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the catch downfield. He'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And the completion made. Inside the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to throw here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Blue Hens looking to cash in this red zone trip. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. Fourth down coming up.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got fourth and inches.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Ball handed off. Breaks into the clear. First down and more. He's still running. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Incompletion makes it second down. Hand off to the right side. Past the 45. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. Inside the 40. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receiver makes the grab. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. First down here for this offense. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Important second down play coming up. Receiver in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Game sets up a third down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. The ball is caught. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And they will score! Touchdown, Delaware! Now they line up to kick the extra point. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The end of 3 in this playoff game. Deadlock, a classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game. Who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back. Using his legs here. Breaking free at the 35. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. And the quarterback dropping back. On the move now. Oh, the ball is out. Offense able to grab the football, but it doesn't matter. Short of the marker, turnover on downs. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out. Now here comes the bunch formation. And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver grabs it.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Now it's second down here. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And they go right back to him on first down. And they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. The Blue Hens are going to cash in here in the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made over the middle. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Here we go, late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far, 3rd and 2. And they pick up the first on the ground. Clean through the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Chris, I know the backs
going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes Marshall's offense back out onto the field. Hardball playoff game comes down to this. Can the offense find the end zone late here? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Running out of time in the pocket. Makes the catch and puts his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of... And the quarterback, he had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Caught quickly. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. But, man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? And the runner takes off to his right. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
All right, serious drama here. The semifinal game comes down to the final couple minutes. Can the offense make a play here? Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. It comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
Looking for a man. He escapes the pocket. Moves all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Well, Chris, this is exactly what they needed to do. Put a touchdown up on the board. They pull within one in a playoff game. And now it's decision time. Do you tie the game up or potentially take the lead?
And now a crucial PAT attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Tough to show by the sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete as time runs out of regulation. We are headed to overtime. The Blue Hens will have first and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
So the offense will set up first and goal here in this first overtime. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. On the move now. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
Now they'll come up second down and goal from the 10. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And they're able to get him down.
Hey, I can understand why they're trying to run the football here, but Chris, let's face it, the way this quarterback's been throwing it around, I'm surprised we didn't see them call his number. He's already thrown for 3 touchdowns.
So we're set up now for the biggest third down attempt all game. Can the offense punch it in here in overtime? Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Caught near the goal line. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So no field goal attempt. The offense going for it on 4th and goal here in OT. And now the offense will spend a timeout to get organized before this critical play coming up. So here we go. The coach rolling the dice, going for it on 4th and goal here in overtime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Trying for a pick six to win the game. That'll do it. Game over. The defense makes a decisive play to win it in overtime.
Oh, no. They may have just cost themselves the game with this interception. That's the last thing you can afford to do in overtime. Now it simply comes down to, can you stop your opponent from scoring, or the game is over.
So here we go. This defense needing to come up with something special here. Make a play and keep hope alive in this game. Now the defense appeared to jump before the snap, and the flag comes out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Testing the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane, and he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow.
What a great job by this entire unit. The coaches, the players, everybody keeping their composure as this game goes into overtime. They didn't panic. They did what they needed to do, and they come out of this game with a win.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.